Okay, we're back to video 3 already. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we've got our cute little dress thing. Now with the dress, I think we will go with an orange, or not an orange, a red. Now I ran out of red, so I am using like Artist Mark or a student grade red, because that's all I've got left. And the funny thing is, I don't have a whole bunch of that. First thing we're going to do is kind of clean up some of this, but this is where, that's where it's going to kind of blouse, you know, it's going to kind of blouse like that. We'll bring it down like that. There we go. And we can actually make it blouse a little bit like that. I know, it looks like she's almost on the verge of surgery. So what I'm going to do is take my yellow and I'm going to go over that and make those lines soft. And soften. There you go. They're softer, softer. Yeah, they're softer. There we go. A little softer. Now, when you're doing something like an arm, see how I had that really sharp edge? Don't do that. It doesn't look natural. So you don't have squares. At least usually you don't. So now that looks like way too much. That's all right. We're going to take our yellow. We're going to come back through. We're just going to mix it again. We're going to mix and mix. One of the weird things you will find, like I'm not doing, is this. Because it just obliterates my highlight, and all of a sudden now it looks flat. It just looks uniformly kind of orange. It doesn't look awesome. So I'm going to take a little white since I did that, and I'm going to add it to my yellow. We're going to go right here and over here, because remember, this is the side with the it has the highlights. We're going to kind of come up like that. We're going to come down right there. And I'm going to take my white and yellow mix again. And I'm going to come back over this way. There we go. Now, since we've got so much red right there, we're just going to bring that same line up. The yellow, we're going to bring it right over that. It's okay, because it's going to kind of, she's a doll. It's okay if she has that. Now, to give it the feeling that that is actually ethereal, it's over something that's interesting, or we're going to actually bring that out. I'm just making an S shape. We're going to bring it up. I'm just going to kind of make a weird little shape here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all the paint off of my brush. And my brush should be wet, which means one more trip over here. I hate trying not to walk in front of you, but sorry. Okay. I'm going to get my, you should have clean water. Right now, I don't. But we'll make it work. There we go. Just want it to look like that. We don't want it to be a solid color. We want that to kind of bleed that way. There we go. And just blend it out. See, it looks like it's an over jacket, or so we can actually bring it out and do weird things like that. There we go. And wipe it off if it's too heavy. Or, here's another trick. If it's too heavy and you don't like what's going on, take a little blue and just dab, dab, dab over it. See, it makes it look like you're seeing through it, but actually, you're not seeing through it. Okay, let's do the, see, this arm isn't as bad. Okay, we got our red here. I won't have to like be as crazy with the red as I was on this arm. So, let's do it like this. Yeah, let's get some red on this. There we go. We're going to take and do a U here. And kind of a little U. There we go. And probably like that. And like that. Okay, now let's rub it in. See, if we just rub it in, it looks like a little fold. And we can actually use that orange to be our highlight. Okay, we're going to do almost the same thing up here. Get that red going. There we go. There's a U, and here's another U. So that way it kind of has that poofy shoulder thing going on. Poofy shoulder. And it's a little excessive. There we go. Like I said, I'm pushing hard. Let's not even kid ourselves. I am pushing hard on that. Okay, let's grab some white and some yellow. We'll go over this again. There we go. Let's get out some more white. Right. Okay. So next, actually we can, I think we'll put a pattern on that, on this right here. So we can actually come up like this. Bring it out. See? See how you can see through that? That's awesome, isn't it? Now if I don't, and I just smudge that with my finger. If I don't make it hard, if I really want to show that that is a seam or something, then I'll bring it, put more white in it. But if I don't make it hard, I can actually make it. It looks gauzy, and I can actually just pull it out slightly. Don't want it too far off of the arm. There we go. We can pull it slightly off. Okay, now with the shirt, why don't we go with a red? Since I'm having so much fun with reds, what color or what shape? We can do that. That would be so weird and funky. I like it. Do we want red, or let's go with a red-brown. I added red and brown together. Okay, that's the face. So I'm putting my thumb there so I don't go over it. There you go. There we go. Let's get that. I think I'm going to have too much paint on it, so we can actually move that to where, oh. See, you have to watch these things because fun, fun never ends. Basically, I noticed that if I had continued the way I was thinking about drawing, this is squares. It would have been very odd. Okay. Something like that. Now, she has a patterned shirt, which is alright. But we have that funky orange shirt underneath. We can actually make that lacy again with the white. Can bring the light up. We can bring that like this. Notice how thick I'm going here. The reason we're going so thick right there is because that's so light. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. And you know what I just noticed, because I'm so observant, and it's kind of late for me at least, that, wait a minute, let me pull that in. Go. That we didn't do the face. Okay, which is not that hard. We're going to take a little bit of white and a little bit, we could do white and tan, or we could do a light purple, either way. But I'm going to go with this white and tan because it's an alabaster thing. So I'm just going over my gray marks here, which there. Now I'm taking that white and tan. I know, right? I am so scatterbrained as I'm doing this. White and tan over that gray. But watch us putting a triangle right next to that nose. That's just giving you a direction. It's a long triangle. And we're going to go like this. Yeah. I contoured the face, and under here, here's the neck. I'm going to take a little bit more of that brown, and I'm going to keep the brown color this time. I'm not going to, there we go. I'm going to put it straight up there, and watch. Just a little bit. There we go. Now, we have our choice here. Do we want to keep the eyeballs? We can put in eyeballs. You could put in eyeballs. I'm going to go ahead and make it black. I think. Because it's a mask. It's just a mask. So, I'm going to go ahead and notice that I left the gray around it. I just filled in what's inside of the gray. There we go. So I think it gives it more of a dynamic presence that way. Now I'm going to take my red and I'm going to hopefully see my red's drying out. Okay, let's see if I can find any of it that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, bring it around, Now, we could do a butterfly on it, on our eye, or however you want to do that. I'm just not feeling it right now. So, I'm going to move on to our absolutely beautiful rose here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around like we drew it. We're just coloring in that spiral first. And we're going to color that's like this. I come around. Here's my little brush. Yeah, but my little brush definitely needs help. Okay. I'm going to take and pick up some white, I think. And I'm just going to pull it in. Go straight up the way I just came. So, there's that. There's that first one. So, I'm going to go straight up around. Same way I came. Next. There we go. Next. Okay. Again and again. Now the reason I don't do too much ahead is because it will dry on you. You don't want it to dry. You want to keep it pretty much, there we go. You want it to keep it movable. So when you move it, it doesn't just, there we go, there's her cute little rose. Now, I'm going to take a little more white since I'm doing this. I'm going to take white and I'm going to come back through. There we go. See, it's all kind of dry now, so I can actually come back through and dry brush that white so it's a little more shiny. And there we go. Let's go around, I think. That's going to be a sort of a spirally thing. There we go. You too. You can come up and around. There we go. So we've got that first half done. Aren't you glad? Me too. So let's move on to the dress. The dress is pretty easy because it's pink. We know that this right here, this is going to be our highlight, which is awesome. But let me wash up my brush here. That means that down there is our shadows. So let's take some of that brown red color. We're going to try that first. We're going to see if we like that. Because I want it to kind of we'll try it again. I need it to blend up. There we go. Actually, that's not bad. See, the color itself, once I actually knocked some of the color off of it, is very nice. Don't worry, we'll have to come back through with a with our pink anyway. Okay, there we go. Okay. Just following that and that one. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now let's get it to where we actually want to see it. Let's find our pink. I'm going to get some more pink out here. And I'm going to mix a little more white with it. But I'm going to use this stipple brush, so I'm not trying to hold a lot of paint. Look at that. I need a little more pink, I think, on that one. Yeah. Not quite. Because that brown really, I'm not sure I like that brown. And see, this is where it gets tricky, because you have to figure out the color combinations that work for you. And also the angles. That's the problem. One of the problems I'm having is because the angles are so off. So let me grab some white and some pink, and we're just going to revamp. There we go. And pull this out, and we're going to bring it down like that. Pull, 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 pull. Now, as it gets into the shadow areas, I'm going to take more of the pink. So, there we go. And it lightens that. Makes it more livable, I guess. Okay. This is a shadow area, so I'm going to use that dark pink over it. And then I'm going to come through with the lighter. This is where the highlight's going to be, right there. Oh, chrome. Yeah, did you see that brown? I didn't. I'm surprised. There we go. We're going to just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until we reach it. Yep. I'm not digging this dress, but right now, that's where we're at. There we go. And that's the funny thing. Sometimes you will find yourself in a situation where you're going, I don't know if I like that. And the best thing to do is to walk away and say, I don't like it. Give me some space, give me some time, and maybe I will. Or wait till it dries and rework it. Part of the problem I'm having is this right here. This is a highlight. This is an up. Right here. That is our big up. Okay. This is a down. So we shouldn't have any light there. Okay. So, or I can neutralize it. And once I neutralized it, see, and it's not such a big contrast, it makes sense. It looks like it's supposed to be like that. And I like that better. So, that's what I'm going to go with. This is our light. This is our light right there too. So we're going to wipe it off, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, see how it's melding into one another, well, then the only thing we can do is grab some more pink and bring it through. And that, yeah, grab some pink with white. That would help. There we go. Okay, I'm going to call that done for the moment. And we're going to move on to those cute little, I don't know, knickers? Knickers, I'm going to call them knickers. So they're orange like the top part. Okay. I'm going to put out some more orange. And I got yellow, right? Hope I got yellow out. Not enough. Because one of the problems you'll find when using craft paints is you will go through a lot. A lot. And this is an 18 by 24. So that means I'm going to use a ton of craft paint. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my brown orange and I'm going to go right up here. And I'm going to keep that same shape as the dress. If this is down, which it is, then this is going to be up, which it is. Ta-da! We have our shadow. Doesn't look good. Okay. Now we're going to just take our orange and yellow. We're going to bring it down like that. And I'm going to bring out some yellow and white. I'll put it right here. Now I was trying to decide whether or not we should have like a little bow on it to be like something, I don't know, like those socks that have the bows, I don't know. But I think I'm just going to be lazy. And I'm going to take some orange and some white and some yellow and I'm going to come down like this. I'm going to use my brush and go like that. Then just color back into that. Ta-da! She's got this little lacy thing. Now I could go through and use something, some small dauber, some small brush, and I could put dots on it and it would actually look cool. It would look like I had, it was lace. There we go. I'm going to do that and then I'm going to take my orange and brown because as you can see we got a product here that is, I need more brown. There we go. And let me wipe off my brush a little bit. And we're nearly done. Look at that. Okay. There we go. Now, with our little white knickers here, or our little white soccer socks, or whatever you want to call these. Okay. The color that would probably be the best, shading